So yeah, I just felt like that was important to say. But we're gonna get into some topics, and we're gonna start off with Miami. You know what I'm saying? I got the shirt on. Y'all probably don't really recognize No Limit, but No Limit is Tyler, and then he's a bucket. So shout out Life Brand, shout out Tyler, and yeah, that's that free promo for you, brother. But let's get into Miami, bro. Let's get into Miami. Oh, let's talk about Miami. Let me move in. I might not be able to talk about him, but let's okay, breathe. Okay, good. Let's get into Miami. Um, let's talk about them. I've had this jersey on since Game 6 ended. I haven't taken it off, and I'm just distraught, man. Low key, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt, bro. I am sick. It's crazy, man. I'm sick because I really felt like, man, we were good enough to win, bro. I don't care what nobody say. We were good enough to win that series, and I do want to congratulate them because literally nobody thought they'd go as far as they went. If you look on my previous videos, I even picked them as my top 3 teams to win it all. And Jarn, I remember, Key, and Siobhan, y'all all looked at me like I was crazy. I picked Miami, I picked the Lakers, and I picked the Clippers for my top 3 teams. Go back and watch the videos. But it was crazy, you know? We're gonna start with Jimmy. I think I know it's kind of recency bias, but this cat is one of the best players in the NBA, hands down. Where I would put him, that's for another video. I'll really have to think about that. But off top, man, that's top 10. Jimmy G Buckets. Jimmy Gets Buckets. AKA Jimbo. AKA, you know what I'm saying, in a bubble, AKA Django Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? That's the nickname I gave him. Y'all better not steal that because it's licensed and it's trademark. Alright? So you gotta pay me $10 if you ever say that. By the way. Dropping 40-point triple doubles. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything we need him to do. It's big, man. It's huge. And it's like he's a perfect type of player from Miami. Doesn't complain about shit. He always tries to get the best out of his teammates and himself. He pushes his teammates. I love that. I love seeing him push. I love seeing him, feed confidence, push his teammates. Especially Bam, Tyler, really everybody else. Yeah, man, it's pretty apparent what Jimmy is currently for us. It's pretty apparent. I hope he's in a Heat uniform for his whole career. Because, you know what I'm saying, he even said it himself, that's home for him. Glad to see it. Yeah, man. And that's what we're going to get into my boy Tyler. Boy Wonder. Baby Goat. You know what I'm saying? All the above. It's all there for him. It's all there. It's all there. He's a problem, bro. He's a bucket. He's only 20. He's only 20. Now, I start smiling every time I think about Tyler, bro. Because he is going to be so good for us. Thinking about it, man, in the future. our core. This cat is a bucket, man. And he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. He's scary. I'm almost, for some reason, I'm thinking about Jason Tatum and how young he is. Even Luka. Luka's a little different though. I ain't want to put him in the same category. Luka different. Jason different too, but I'm just thinking about young cats and how tough they are. So like Jason, I just thought of him. He's like 22, I think it is, 23, and how tough he is. And like, not to put them on the same level or whatever, but like Tyler, I see him doing the same type of because how young he is. He's 20 years old and scoring 37 in the Eastern Conference Finals, you know what I mean? Hitting big shots, big buckets throughout the whole year. Hitting buzzer, I don't think it was a buzzer beater, but against Philly, hitting big shots. So Tyler's going to be huge for us, man. I ain't trying to I understand kind of trades we're thinking about and whatnot. I don't know, man. I don't really want Tyler involved in any type of trade like that. Because it's gonna be hard, man. So to be honest, I don't know. I don't really want to see Tyler in any of those trades. I don't want to see any of our young dudes in any of those trades. Tyler and Bam, I think, should be untouchable. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me about Tyler. Nothing. Don't ask me about Bam. And like for anybody, this year is supposed to start the 22nd of December, which I think it's a quick turnaround, man. It's a quick turnaround, which for the Heat and the Lakers, man. But I guess it is what it is. You gotta get to it. Might be quick, might be unfortunate, but you gotta get to it. And real quick, I do want to address kind of like a stipulation, you know what I'm saying, that I've gotten from some people like Keon. Not to name drop or nothing, but like me being a Heat fan, how did that come about? You know what I mean? Because some of y'all might know I am a Giants fan, which we're gonna get to later. And I follow Duke, the basketball team, but I'm not necessarily a diehard Duke fan, you know what I mean? I've liked players that went there, you know what I'm saying? The first player that I kind of really liked and followed, made me become like a follower of Duke, was Austin Rivers. So really I've been a follower of Duke since Austin Rivers. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and act like I was a Duke fan since day one and whatnot, because I was really just a college basketball watcher and before then. But if you want to call me a fan of something, I'm a fan of the Giants, like I said, and I'm a Heat fan. So how did I become a Heat fan? Dwayne Wade, Flash, you know what I'm saying, Father Prime, D Wade, because of him. Growing up, man, that's who I really tried to emulate, you know what I'm saying? Some older dudes try to emulate Magic, Mike, and whatnot. Me, growing up, man, I tried to emulate D Wade, of course, Michael Jordan too, because I watched Michael Jordan and watched his highlights, but it was really Dwayne Wade. So he really basically put the basketball in my hand, essentially. Some of my generation, it was Kobe, and LeBron. Me, it wasn't Kobe or LeBron. For some reason, I gravitated more towards Dwayne Wade. For whatever reason, his play style probably. Not saying I didn't like LeBron and Kobe's play style, but I just gravitated more towards Dwayne Wade. And honestly, I hated LeBron because they went at it. They were rivals, you know what I mean? And they went at it all the time. And even Kobe, God rest his soul, but I didn't like Kobe. Because they would battle, you know what I'm saying? If I'm on D Wade's side, I can't be on their side too, because they would play each other and they would always go at it back and forth, man. And I was like, man, and they would almost get, they would always almost have the Heat's number, man. They would always beat the Heat. It seemed like the Cavaliers and LeBron. Even when they played against each other, D-Wade would score 40 or whatever, but the Heat would lose, you know what I'm saying? So I've gravitated more towards Dwayne Wade. So with that being said, throughout the years that D-Wade was there, and even when he left, that's kind of the big stipulation. Oh, did you go to Chicago with him? Oh, did you go to Cleveland with him? No, I didn't, honestly. I watched games at those times when D-Wade first left to Chicago. I did watch Chicago Bulls games. I watched some Miami Heat games too, but I started looking at the whole NBA more, because mainly I was just focused on the Heat, and I started watching the whole NBA more. And that was around the time of the Warriors winning the championships. So I would kind of just be like, I wasn't on the Warriors bandwagon, but I was really paying attention to them because I saw how lethal they were. So I would really like pay attention to them, especially not necessarily throughout the regular season, but like in the playoffs. I was like, wait, they're different. I know they're about to win. So I was like predicting them to win those championships pretty much. But so when he wasn't with the Heat in Chicago, I was more of a entire NBA watcher, you know what I mean? And so that one year in Chicago, I was still really if anybody asked what NBA team I was a fan of, I would always say the Miami Heat, just because D-Wade wasn't there. Nobody can ever recall me saying I'm a Bulls fan now. You know what I mean? Like some people I could say, don't get it twisted just because I'm watching a Bulls game with D-Wade, because D-Wade is my favorite player. So even with the Cavaliers, when he went to Cleveland, I'm gonna be honest, I did follow them a little bit, like kind of like watch them a lot, because the Heat were bad, you know what I'm saying? Which is going to be normal for me to watch other teams. I would still identify as a Heat fan if anybody would have asked me, you know what I'm saying? But we weren't good. We weren't like a good team. I would watch Cleveland a lot because I saw the team they had, and I was really kind of like I did with the Warriors, and I picked them to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? During that time, well, it was really a half a season, which was crazy because they got all those players. They got D-Wade, they got D Rose, Isaiah Thomas. I was like, wait, yeah, they should definitely win the chip. I'm like, wait, D-Wade gonna get his fourth and everything? Yeah, I hope they win. He back with LeBron, I hope they win. And they traded him halfway through the year, so they had half a season. Traded him back to Miami. So that's basically the reasoning and the whole story behind me being a Heat fan. Because I feel like I had to address that. Even with the Big Three era, man, I was a Heat fan before LeBron got there. Honestly, back in 2010, I did not want LeBron to come to the Heat. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't want LeBron to come to the Heat because he was an enemy, essentially, of D-Wade and the Heat. You know what I'm saying? We had to go through him to do what we wanted to do. And he joined the Heat, and I was kind of mixed feelings, honestly. But I realized that we got one of the best players. But before LeBron, most people don't really remember this. Before LeBron got there, we signed Chris Bosh. So I was like, wait, yeah, we got Chris Bosh now. We definitely going chip or nothing out here, bro. So I remember that. And I was like, we got Chris Bosh. We don't need LeBron. Like, why is LeBron going to come here? Like, forget LeBron. We're going to beat LeBron. And then he said he's going to come. And it was mixed feelings, but, you know what I'm saying? I was like, it is what it is. We got LeBron and Chris Bosh, and the rest is history, bro. But that's kind of just like a background of me being a Heat fan. So we're going to switch the topic up a little bit and get into some football.